Hello, my name is Ludmila. I'm co-founder and CTO of Zenbit company. And today I invite um, very interesting guest who start her own business community, Catalyst Circle.
Yeah, thank you, Buddha. Thank you for having me. Yes, my name is hard to pronounce. I know you're struggling, but I'm Yuqing. You can also call me Queen.
So maybe just few words about yourself to for those who don't know you to give some context.
Yes. I have a quite a portfolio business at the moment. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm also a professional coach, helping people with their personal and professional growth, as well as the recent business project that I just started is our entrepreneurs community, which is I give a branding name called Catalyst Circle, which means I imagine that everyone in our community is a catalyst which facilitate the positive change of our world. So everyone work on their project and yeah, make our world a better place. Yeah, that's the meaning behind it.
Yeah, I like the meaning. And what was the trigger? So when you understand that like you need community or people need community and that you need to start doing it because it's hard work.
Yeah, you understand me. That's true. When it comes to why I want to all this, we need to go back a little bit to see my journey a little bit. So previously I studied science, chemistry, material science in this direction, and shortly also work as an IT consultant. Uh, yeah, and during that period of my time in life, I feel like I only use half of my brain. Okay, the reasoning and analyzing, critical thinking, but the other part, which is the communication, empathy, listening, connect with people, this I don't use, so I feel unbalanced. And also at that time, I lived more like a robot. Actually, I can't connect with other human because I'm a robot. Like I go through my life according to others' expectations. Like society told us, oh, doing science, that's have a promising future, right? And also my parents would have expectation on me, make them proud, and so on. Yeah, and I feel I never live like myself. That's why I feel okay. I want human connection, but I can't. Then through yoga, I slowly find myself, and also through teaching, and I build the connection with my people, no matter the peers who practice together with me or my client. When we're teaching the yoga, and I began to feel the warmth of human connection. And also, I'm a coach. When I do coaching one-to-one with my client, when we really talk about the deep questions that really matter, usually they never tell anybody else. I feel, okay, this deep trust is so powerful and beautiful. And I enjoy it. And what about to bring that to more people, supporting them to have those kind of connection, especially in the business world, where most of the time we are quite transactional, like, okay, this is my service. Do you want to buy it and not buy it? That's it. So the community that the goal is to facilitate meaningful human connection. Yeah, so I know it's hard work. Exactly. I need to manage everything right now by myself. But yeah, I think that's like one of my, how to say, the goal or vision. Yeah, I want to facilitate.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right, because business is like people to people, like even if it's business like in front, behind it's still people and they have feelings, as you said. And some have today bad mood, sometimes something like, I don't know, have something personal and it's also involved to or influence to communication with other people. So am I understand right that in your community you more concentrate not on the like on emotional side, I would say, rather than business side, or like how you plan your activities, maybe in that direction a little bit.
Yes, yeah. So the main theme of our community is fuel entrepreneurship. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we also touch the business thing. For example, this morning I was planning an event with a founder, maybe who would tell us about the challenge and opportunity in the
Mm-hmm.
education tech. We touch some little bit about that as well, but mostly it's about leadership, how we lead ourselves. Like
Mm-hmm.
our next roundtable is more like a mindful digital habit development. So we need to work on ourselves. Then later, this influence everything else. You are the founder and CTO. You probably understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, we
Yeah,
also touch in the personal growth very much, and as well as mental well-being. That is also an
yeah.
important topic.
It's important. Yet I today have not very pleasant conversation with my team, and now I left this meeting and feel, yeah, like I know why it was unpleasant, but I feel guilty. I think that they now like hate hate me, but I know that I need do sometimes not pleasant stuff. It's about that. You are talking not only about, from my understanding that you just said, that you are not talking about like how to set up project right, but also how to communicate with the conflicts and all the stuff which always going around any project. Okay. And I plan some, does it mostly online or is both online and offline?
Yeah, so most of our events are online because our community is really global. So we have people from Europe and also from Singapore or
Uh-huh.
Africa. So this is more convenient for all of us. And also, of course, in the future, I'm planning to have in-person event as well. But I want to avoid the ineffective event or networking because I have joined some like we end up into a small talk or just small business card and not really meaningful. I'm thinking how I can make the in-person event meaningful, and I want to integrate my yoga expertise as well. For example, we can do a natural retreat and we take a walk in the forest and we talk and we always switch the partner, get to know each other, something like that, or we can practice yoga together or meditation. Also, this integrate the mental well-being element into it. So that's still planning, and I see the interest in our people. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it's a good plan. Like recently, I found this tendency that business people more often like meet in, I don't know, tennis court or I don't know, paddle. So like yoga can be one more activity because um, when it's not official, you are more relaxing, but
Yeah.
still you can have some boundaries. So yeah, good idea.
Yeah, and
But
also especially yoga is because we move our body. We how to say also work on the physical flexibility, and when
Mhm.
we physically more relaxed and more, that's much better to become creative, become more interesting people instead of very tense, rigid mindset and so on. Yeah.
You mentioned quite a wide range of countries, like Asian countries are like have one time zone, like European countries have other time zone. So are you differentiate different event for a different group of countries? Or you just select time, for example, Asia have evening and European have morning. So how does it work for you?
Yeah, right now we have this weekly roundtable, which is a fixed time, like Friday afternoon at
Mm-hmm.
2 Berlin time, which is for people in New York, it's 8 a.m. for them.
Mm-hmm.
So they have already wake up. And for people, for example, in China or Singapore, it's evening. So before they're sleeping, but also not that late. So we will try to find a common place where we can meet. Of course, people from California, it's really struggle, but we don't have that people from that areas yet. But I can imagine when we grow bigger, maybe we have 2 times per week or 3 times, then we can, yeah, have
Mm-hmm.
a in a global time zone. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Did you try to different like because you mentioned that it's Friday evening, right?
Afternoon, two,
Afternoon. Ah,
yeah,
two. Okay.
yeah.
So middle of the day. Did you try different days, or you just came intuitively to this Friday like afternoon? I'm asking because I'm also doing events time to time, and for me it's like always like I'm trying different one, but I don't have the statistics. So have you tried? Yeah, two different.
Yes. Before we were trying on Tuesday, actually,
Uh-huh.
I figured out Tuesday is for people quite busy. And at
Uh-huh.
2, they're still, in the working mode, they are motivated, but when it's come to Friday, it's relatively relaxed. It's in the afternoon
Mm-hmm.
already. And they feel, okay, I networking a little bit, learn something different from my work, then I can have a relaxed evening and weekend. So that's the idea why I do that. But let's see how people
Okay.
react to that. Yeah.
You recently hosted like event about what it means to be a human in the age of AI. And I think it's very like interesting topic because I found people who like reject AI. They say it's something like just hype and like it's like as any hype it came and go. But in business, I think everybody like more or less use it. So what was like the main insights from you from that event? And actually, what the thoughts you can share about AI and like communication and this feelings, like empathy and all the stuff that human have.
Yes. So the reason why I chose this topic is like you mentioned, I realize some people really into the AI that get crazy with that, and some people really hate it, and they begin to argue, oh, this pros and cons and so on. Well, from my side, okay, it's already here. No matter you like it or not like it, if no matter you think that it destroy our humanity or make us thrive, we have to face it. How we can face it as a human, and what we can learn, how we can together with AI into our life. This is the reason why I choose this instead of what is the pros and cons. And yeah, so there's lots of insight come out, and I would like to share with you here. One, it's we think that we are human and we have emotions, and having emotions that make us human. And what does specifically means? One example, my personal story.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not frustrated with my previous work, I will not quit the job and start my entrepreneurship. So people tend to think, okay, have emotions and make decisions that is not good, is irrational. We don't want irrational decisions. But most of the time, if not all, is we make decisions based on our emotions. And it is something sometimes powerful, like my case. And also because if I'm not frustrated with small talk, I would not find meaningful conversation important, meaningful human connections important. I will not find this community, right? And of course, it also hindered us sometimes. For example, I heard many people say, yeah, I want to start my own business, but I have a fear of failure, a fear of others' judgment. That is also our emotions that influence our decisions, right? And those well, this also make us powerful. Like you can also think about you and your family. You have emotion, you love your kids and you love your parents, right? If we don't have that, we don't have a society at all anymore. And if we put that into a smaller scale, like everyday life, for example, when I take a walk and I see a cat, I feel excited. That's my emotion, and I feel happy with my life. If I take deep breath, I feel the fresh of the grass just cut it, and I feel happy, right? Yeah, because we have the emotion and we can sense the little joy in our life. This is also what makes us human. And so this is only from the one perspective about emotions. We have emotions and make us human, and that is good. And I think AI would be jealous of us because they can't feel, they can't taste, and can't, if the sunshine come to their face, they can't really feel yeah. So you know what I mean, yeah.
Mm. So, from your personal perspective, AI can help us to not make mistake because, as you said, like we're emotional, and not all our decision because of emotion is right, and not everybody can calm on time. So, should we still rely, like, make our own mistake, or use AI to, you know, to help avoid us, or maybe do other mistake, but it was AI, will be AI mistake. So what do you think about it?
I think mistake is something not completely bad because
Uh-huh.
we learn a lot from that. We really, since child, we
Yeah.
fail, we work, we fail, then we learn.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also another difference between we and AI,
Mm-hmm.
right? We humans learn from mistake, from experience, and AI is more like you give enough data, then repeat it, learn, correct it, and so on. Then it learned. So it difference. I think we need some mistake for sure, Of course, if AI can help us to identify immediately, oh, this is definitely not go that way. But sometimes everybody of you probably have the experience as well. So your conscious mind know, okay, choose A is good, and everybody around your family, your parents say, oh yeah, go and A, go to the A path. But you did in the end choose the B. Uh, right? Sometimes it's happened like that, and we need to go to the B and need to fail, and then we know, okay, we go to A. Um,
Yeah.
we human complex, we never really go to, oh, this is good.
Yeah, and nobody can predict the future, even AI. So even if like we try to solve some issues with AI, it will as I would say unpredictable. I would say maybe as if we will do it irrational based on our emotion. Yeah, good point. What challenges did you face when you built the community, when you start doing it, and how actually you solve them or not solve because it's fine?
Yeah, the challenges is definitely a lot. Like the first one is everyone have their own expectation about what is a community
Uh-huh.
means, right? Some people tell me, okay, I just need to get informed once per week. Okay, what is the event coming? And if I have time, I have interest, I join. And then otherwise, it's okay. Then this is a one type of people who bound to community. Another type is like, I want more. Okay, go to the event is not enough. Afterwards, I want to have a place where everybody listed just digitally, and I can go to get to know each of them, and I want to build more connection with the people who didn't join the event, for example. And how to to balance those two types, that's a struggle. And another is when people give me feedback. Sometimes it's counter
Yeah.
addictive. Uh, yeah, some people say, okay, we want longer event. I think 1 hour will be more impactful. And another say, oh, 45 minutes already quite long to me. I want 30 minutes, right? And how to and sometimes I get feedback like, okay, I want a speed dating format, but our core value is about to build meaningful conversations, not just speed. Then how to tell people, okay, that may not align with our goal, to handle the feedback and where to integrate, how to communicate with people is another challenge. Yeah, and I think there's another challenge is how to say, there's so many communities outside, right? And how we can stand out, what is the special reason that people choose us instead of others? This I also need to work hard on it, of course, based on the feedback and so on. And also, I can imagine the future when it's really reach certain number of members, I can't always handle by myself. I also need people, my team, to do that. And I can imagine that it's the leadership, this can be also a bit struggle, how since everything is online, how we have an online team. I have never experienced that before. Yeah, I can foresee there's lots of challenges. But yeah, let's see when it's coming, I just solve it.
Yeah, you're right. It's too early to scary. Like, yes, for some issue you need to be prepared, but in most cases you just have it, you solve it. But you just mentioned about meaningful conversation, yeah? And from my understanding, you give some materials and then you have time to discuss or how you make actually the interaction and not transform it just for lectures because in this case it's not community, it's more like, I don't know, courses. So how you make
Yes.
this balance between communication and your main topic?
Yeah, so I'm trying out different formats actually. Previously, we always like, okay, we have a topic, right? And then everybody have their own individual time to share. For example, person A talk about their experience, so on 5 minutes. Then we have an open discussion time, and the other people who have listened that and to maybe ask questions, which interests for them, and then we
Mhm.
switch to the second person, and then again. So based on the time, how much people we have, and so on, maybe 3, 4 people can have the individual sharing plus open discussion. This is one format. Another format, which is I want to try this week, this Friday, we're going to do a workshop. So I figure out, okay, what I just mentioned, the format A is powerful when people really know what I'm talking about. But sometimes people ask questions that's not related to the topic at all. I have to drag them, okay, remind, we don't go far away from somewhere else. So I'm thinking, okay, let's use some questions, 1, 2, 3, step by step, help people to really have a focused thinking. And also when they leave, they have a action plan. Okay, what I can do to improve, for example, next time about digital habit. So I want to make people feel like, okay, every time I come here, when I leave, I become 1% better, personal development or professionally or my business. So they really need to get a value. They have joined us for 1 hour, right? We don't have time to waste. Definitely have to bring them that. Yeah.
Yeah, what I like that you mentioned action plan, because I found that in a lot of events that I have been, that if after event I don't have like even one small stuff that I should do in next 2 weeks, it's just waste of time. Like I just came, see people and nothing changed. So I just, yeah, wow, a lot of insights, but finally, if you do not apply these insights, it's not insights, it's just information that go to your mind that go to somewhere else. So yeah, I think it's very valuable. Look to the future. Like, how do you see the catalysis circle in, I don't know, 3, 5 years?
So since I'm located in Europe, I plan let all the entrepreneurs in Europe to know about us and are eager to join us. And we probably can reach like 3 years, probably 1,000 of members. If 5 years is much more, maybe 4,000 members. That's what I can imagine. Of course, it can be also people from everywhere begin to know us, right? Slow by slow. And what impact that I can gain, I want to create is let those entrepreneurs to be more conscious about their self-development instead of only I work on myself, marketing strategy and so on. But many things are based on you. If you don't work out, you don't think clear, communicate clearly, that is no way to go further. And many people fail. I realize they never work hard on themselves. So through our community, people really work on themselves and also build the meaningful connection with each other and to help each other to grow and want to each other to win. So you only can win when you help others to win, right? This is what I feel strongly in all my business. In the yoga, when my client, they are more healthy when they fit and mindfully, more relaxed, or in the coaching, they learn something, they become better person, or in the community, others find value from it, then only they win. I can, my business can go up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good goal. Definitely. Okay, I know that at least for me, the hardest things is to be consistent, because you can't afford to miss, like as you have weekly, you can afford to miss weekly. So yeah, be strong because start sometime, I think even easier than again to be consistent. And but consistency is, I think, what pay you back. Like you will get your traction when people start noticing you because you do it like regularly, and it's just so easy but so hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very difficult actually. You mentioned the key point. Sometimes people think, okay, it's hard to start something. Yes, but that is only like a switch. If you switch on, you
Yeah.
have the got to do that, and then it's easy. But then how to do that into 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, that is the hardest thing. And sometimes people tend to think, oh, the business growing so big, they must be smart people or something. But probably just show up all the time. No, that is the key. Yeah, but sounds easy, not easy to do at all. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fully agree. Okay, thank you for your thoughts. I was really curious how everything work on the hood, and um, And now I understand that it's not as easy as looking like from outside. And really, I wish you to be strong to continue and find a great people because when as you said, when you're around great people, you also grow up and you help grow up to them.